Did you know there's a little corner of Thailand that feels uncannily like Russia? Welcome to Phuket, the tropical paradise that has become a home away from home for thousands of Russians. Some may find it curious, almost surreal, to find a niche of Russian culture nestled amidst the lush landscapes and azure waters of Thailand's largest island, Phuket. But it's true. Phuket has been warmly embraced by Russians, to the point that parts of it feel like a small Russian township. This is a story of an unexpected connection, where the East meets the West, and where cultures converge in the most unexpected of places. As you stroll along the sun-soaked beaches of Phuket, you might come across signboards with Cyrillic letters, Russian menus in restaurants, and even hear the Russian language echoing in the marketplaces. It's like a slice of Russia has been carefully transplanted into this tropical paradise, creating a vibrant, unique blend of cultures that's as fascinating as it is unexpected. This isn't a recent phenomenon either. This Russian rendezvous with Phuket has been decades in the making. The island's clear waters, abundant marine life, and year-round warm weather have long attracted travelers from the world over. But for the Russians, Phuket is more than just a holiday destination. It's a place that offers a sense of familiarity, a sense of belonging, even thousands of miles away from their homeland. Now, imagine biting into a traditional Russian pelmeni while enjoying the view of a stunning Thai sunset, or sipping on Thai iced tea while reading a Russian novel. The fusion of Thai and Russian elements creates a surreal yet harmonious experience that's quintessentially Phuket. But one might wonder, how did this Thai island become a cultural crossroads? What sparked this unexpected alliance between Russia and Phuket? The answer lies in a fascinating tale of travel, exploration, and cultural exchange that has evolved over the years. So how did this Thai island become a hotspot for Russian tourists? Let's dive into the fascinating history. Our story begins in the late 20th century when Phuket was just another beautiful island in Thailand. Back then, Phuket was a hidden gem, a paradise of azure waters, golden sands, and lush greenery. It was a destination mostly known to Western tourists, who were drawn to its tropical allure, its rich culture, and the warm hospitality of its residents. Beachside resorts dotted the coastline, and the island's vibrant nightlife was just beginning to make waves. It was a paradise, yes, but it was a paradise mostly undiscovered by the wider world. Meanwhile, half a world away, Russia was undergoing significant changes. The late 20th century was a time of economic transition for the country. The collapse of the Soviet Union had led to a period of economic uncertainty, and for many Russians, international travel was a luxury they could scarcely afford. The idea of jetting off to an exotic island like Phuket was a dream that seemed far beyond reach. Yet, even in these early days, the seeds of a connection were being sown. A handful of intrepid Russian travelers began making their way to Phuket, drawn by the same allure that captivated so many others. These early pioneers returned home with tales of an island paradise, sparking the curiosity of their fellow countrymen and women. The name Phuket began to echo in the minds of Russians, a whisper of an exotic locale waiting to be discovered. Meanwhile, the residents of Phuket, always welcoming to visitors, began to take notice of these new guests. They saw an opportunity to expand their tourism market, and they began to cater to these Russian visitors, learning their language, offering Russian cuisine, and providing services that made these travelers feel at home. It was a symbiotic relationship, one that benefited both the local economy and the visiting tourists. But as the 20th century drew to a close, things were about to change dramatically. The stage was set for a wave of Russian tourism that would transform Phuket into a home away from home, a phenomenon that would come to be known as Little Russia. But that, dear listeners, is a story for another day. The turn of the millennium saw a seismic shift in Russian tourism, and Phuket was right at the heart of it. As the 90s drew to a close, Russia was experiencing an economic boom. The wave of prosperity lifted many Russians into a new realm of financial possibilities, including the previously elusive prospect of international travel. The world was now their oyster, and many Russians were eager to explore what was beyond their borders. At the same time, halfway around the globe, the island of Phuket, known for its white sandy beaches and turquoise waters, was waiting to be discovered by these new globetrotters. The tropical paradise was about to see an influx of Russian tourists, drawn to its shores for a multitude of reasons. Phuket's tropical climate was a significant draw for the Russians. The warm weather and endless sunshine were a welcome change from the harsh, cold winters back home. The prospect of swapping snow for sand was one that many Russians found hard to resist. But it wasn't just the weather that made Phuket attractive. The cost of living in Phuket was also a major selling point. Despite being a tropical paradise, Phuket was surprisingly affordable. The cost of food, accommodation, and entertainment was much lower than in many other popular tourist destinations. This affordability meant that Russians could enjoy a luxury vacation without breaking the bank. The island's welcoming culture was another contributing factor. The locals were friendly and hospitable, making Russian tourists feel at home. The Thai people's warmth and the island's laid-back vibe added to the overall appeal of Phuket. The combination of these factors created a perfect storm. Phuket's tropical climate, affordable living, and welcoming culture aligned perfectly with the newfound travel capabilities of the Russian middle class. The result was a significant increase in Russian tourists flocking to the island. And just like that, Phuket was on its way to becoming Little Russia. By the mid-2000s, Phuket was no longer just a Thai island, it was a Russian enclave. This is where our story takes a fascinating turn, as Russian tourists and expats started descending on Phuket in droves. The island's pristine beaches, warm weather, and vibrant culture were irresistible magnets attracting an influx of Russians seeking a tropical paradise. The impact of this Russian invasion was profound. The local economy experienced a significant boost as these new visitors brought with them a thirst for adventure and a hunger for the local cuisine. Restaurants, bars, and shops sprang up to cater to their tastes and preferences, creating a flurry of economic activity. The Russian ruble was now a common currency in Phuket, and the island began to thrive like never before. But the influence didn't stop at the economy. The culture of Phuket also started to show signs of this Russian influence. Russian became a prevalent language, heard in the markets, on the streets, and even in schools. Russian signs popped up alongside Thai ones, and locals began learning the language to better serve their new guests. This period also witnessed the rise of Russian businesses. From Russian-owned resorts and restaurants to travel agencies catering specifically to Russian tourists, the entrepreneurial spirit of the Russian expats came to the fore. They carved out a niche for themselves, creating a Russian oasis amid the Thai landscape. The camaraderie among the Russian community was palpable. They celebrated their festivals with fervor, participated in local events, and even hosted Russian-themed parties. The Thai people, known for their hospitality, embraced these cultural exchanges, adding another layer to their rich cultural tapestry. Phuket was transforming, evolving into a multicultural melting pot. The Thai island was now home to a vibrant Russian community, coexisting harmoniously with the locals. The Russian influence was so profound that parts of the island began to be referred to as Little Russia. This was a new chapter in Phuket's history, one where the Thai and Russian cultures intertwined to create a unique blend of East meets West. It was a testament to the island's allure and the adaptability of its people. Phuket had truly become a home away from home for thousands of Russians. Fast forward to today, and Phuket's Russian connection is stronger than ever. Phuket, the gem of the Andaman Sea, has become a home away from home for a vibrant Russian community. Every year, an increasing number of Russian tourists and expats are drawn to the island's sun-soaked beaches, turquoise waters, and the welcoming warmth of its people. This influx has led to the emergence of a distinct Russian identity on the island, one that has seamlessly blended with the local Thai culture, creating a unique multicultural tapestry. Today, Little Russia in Phuket is more than just a popular tourist spot. It's a thriving community that has significantly contributed to the island's cultural and economic landscape. The streets and beaches of Phuket echo with the hum of Russian conversations, creating a familiar ambiance for those hailing from the world's largest country. From Russian restaurants serving borscht and blinis to signage in Cyrillic script, the Russian influence is evident and celebrated. The cultural exchange between the Russian and Thai communities has not only enriched Phuket's multicultural identity, but also fostered mutual understanding and respect. Thai locals have embraced the Russian community, learning about their traditions, language, and cuisine. Similarly, the Russian expats have developed a deep appreciation for Thai culture, from its spicy food to the spiritual tranquility of its temples. Moreover, the Russian presence has opened up a wealth of opportunities for local businesses. Thai entrepreneurs have adapted to cater to the tastes and preferences of their Russian customers, leading to a boom in Russian-themed businesses. This symbiotic relationship has not only fueled Phuket's economy, but it has also created a more diverse and inclusive atmosphere. Little Russia's influence in Phuket extends beyond its borders, shaping perceptions and fostering relationships between Russia and Thailand on a broader scale. the strong bond that has been formed is a testament to the power of cultural exchange and mutual respect. And so, the story of Little Russia in Phuket continues. With every sunrise, the blend of cultures deepens, the community strengthens, and the connection between Phuket and Russia becomes even more profound. So, there you have it, the fascinating story of how Phuket became a Russian paradise. We began our journey with the unexpected connection between Russia and Phuket. A serendipitous discovery that sparked an interest in this island paradise. The pristine beaches, the vibrant local culture, and the welcoming Thai people all played a part in attracting Russian visitors and setting the stage for a unique cultural exchange. Then we moved on to the early days of Phuket tourism. We delved into the initial trickle of Russian tourists who were enchanted by the island's offerings. Their stories of turquoise waters, lush green landscapes, and the intriguing blend of traditional and modern Thai life started a wave of interest back home. This interest soon turned into a boom. The third part of our story focused on the Russian boom, a time when the influx of Russian tourists to Phuket exploded. The island adapted to accommodate its new guests, and the Russian language started to echo in the bustling streets and tranquil beaches of Phuket. The rise of Little Russia was our next stop. We explored how this Russian boom led to the creation of a small, vibrant Russian community within Phuket. Businesses, services, and even schools started to cater to the Russian visitors, adding a distinctly Russian flavor to the island's melting pot of cultures. And finally, we arrived at today's Little Russia, a thriving community that has seamlessly integrated into the fabric of Phuket, while maintaining its unique Russian identity. From Russian cuisine to Russian language signs, Little Russia has truly become a home away from home for many. The story of Little Russia in Phuket is more than just a tale of tourism. It's a testament to the power of cultural exchange and the ability of different cultures to coexist and enrich each other. Who knows what the future holds for Little Russia in Phuket, but one thing's for sure, it's a story worth telling.